My beloved child. The air around you has started to carry a strange heaviness, as if something unseen has begun to shift in the shadows, preparing to reveal the truth that has been hidden too long. You have been walking with a quiet sense of unease, feeling movement behind you that your eyes cannot catch, sensing intentions around you that your heart cannot fully explain. As the night grows closer, the energy around you becomes sharper, pulling you toward a moment you never asked for but were destined to confront. There are forces watching your footsteps now, observing the choices you make, and studying the moments when your guard falls low, because your breakthrough threatens those who quietly compete with you. They see your rising strength and the glow of protection surrounding you, and it disturbs the darkness that has fed on your vulnerability in the past. They whisper behind your back, trying to create a chain reaction that will trap you in a plan that you never agreed to be part of. Something has been arranged without your awareness, and their hidden intention carries the weight of danger, because it was built on jealousy, insecurity, and silent bitterness. They believe they can push you into a moment that will destroy your dignity, stain your name, and corner you into fear. But what they have forgotten is that your spirit carries an ancient authority that does not bend under deception. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says your steps are watched by light that cannot be interrupted by the schemes of the ungrateful. Your path has already been marked by divine clarity, and every shadow surrounding you trembles at the sight of your destiny rising. You are being prepared for a moment that will not break you, but will instead expose the intentions of those who pretended to care. Type Amen 333 to receive divine covering over your path. The trap set against you is not accidental, because the person behind it has rehearsed their plan in their mind multiple times, hoping you will fall into their design. They want you to make a single mistake, a single misstep, a single moment of anger, because they believe they can use that moment to put you in a position where the world will judge you without hearing your truth. They think they can orchestrate chaos around you and make you the one who suffers the consequences. My beloved child, you must understand the layers behind their intentions, because they have been waiting for an opportunity to twist your words, distort your actions, and make you appear as someone you are not. They want your calmness to crack, because they imagine your downfall will elevate them in the eyes of others. But their imagination will collapse on itself when your resilience refuses to break. You are stepping into a timeline where truth will cut through every disguise that has been worn in your presence, revealing the real face behind the false kindness you received. Their actions will no longer match their smiles, and their motives will no longer blend with the lies they use to defend themselves. You are blessed with perception sharp enough to recognize when someone smiles while holding a hidden intention in their hands. Your spirit has started to receive warnings through sudden discomfort, unexpected tension, and a shifting energy inside your surroundings. This is not fear reaching for you, this is divine insight awakening inside you, telling you that the game being played against you is more fragile than it appears. The moment they push you toward their trap is the same moment the universe will push the truth toward the surface. Type Amen 999 for your shield of spiritual protection. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the attempt to frame you will break before it reaches you, because no chain formed in darkness can hold someone chosen for divine transformation. Your name carries a signature that cannot be erased, and every plot formed against you will circle back and expose the creator instead of the target. The power around you is rising like a flame awakening after a long silence, reclaiming your peace with unstoppable force. Somebody has spoken words about you in places you have never visited, trying to shape an image of you that is far from your truth. They used your silence as an opportunity to build false stories, hoping their voice would overpower your reality. They tried to create a false trail that leads back to you, but the light within you will erase every trace of their manipulation. There is an event approaching, a sudden shift, a moment where someone will try to provoke you, push you, trigger you, or drag you into unnecessary conflict. Their intention is to make you react, because your reaction is the key they want to use against you. They believe if you respond emotionally, the trap will snap shut, making you look guilty even when you are innocent. My beloved child, your calmness will become the weapon that destroys their plan, because silence delivered at the right moment becomes louder than any argument they try to yank you into. Your restraint will confuse them, because they expected you to collapse under pressure. Instead, they will witness the strength they never believed you possessed. Type Amen 1212 to activate divine protection over your name. Your life carries a purpose that intimidates people who cannot control you, and that intimidation pushes them to create storms where none exist. They think if they corner you, they can regain the power they feel slipping from their hands. But they are unaware that the divine has already sent warriors to stand around you, blocking every attempt to smear your character. The tension around you is not a warning of destruction. It is a signal that your elevation is near, and that elevation is what terrifies the ones who tried to stop you. They see the blessings lining up for you, and they know once those blessings manifest, you will never again be at the level where they can manipulate you. This fear is what fuels their desperation to take action now. You must remain watchful in the coming days, because a conversation may be twisted, a misunderstanding may be exaggerated, or a situation may be manipulated to make you look responsible for something you never initiated. But the truth has already aligned with your destiny, and every lie that rises against you will collapse under the weight of its own dishonesty. Light will expose what they tried to hide in secret. My beloved child, you will not be arrested, you will not be destroyed, and you will not be trapped, because the divine has seen the entire plan and has already overturned it in your favor. The ones who tried to harm you will be the ones revealed for their intentions, because darkness always betrays itself when it tries to imitate light. Your innocence will become the force that exposes their guilt. Type Amen 444 to seal this prophetic covering. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The energy around you has begun to shift in a direction that is impossible to ignore, because the truth is approaching with a speed that will silence every rumor spoken against you. You are entering a phase where every hidden motive will reveal itself through unexpected actions, unguarded expressions, and sudden slips of the tongue. The ones who once spoke softly in your presence will soon speak loudly through their mistakes. My beloved child, the divine has allowed you to walk through this moment not to break you, but to make you aware of the reality behind the faces you trusted. There were people around you who enjoyed your presence only when it benefited them, and when it didn't, they whispered doubts about you to others. Their intentions were never supportive. They were competitive, jealous, and quietly waiting for the moment they could step ahead of you by misleading others against you. Their trap was not built overnight, because they have been gathering small pieces, small comments, small grievances, and small lies, hoping to turn them into a mountain capable of burying your name. But what they don't realize is that the universe has been watching every move they made, and the timing of their downfall is already sealed. Their plot is fragile, and their desperation will cause them to expose themselves before they can carry it out. Your sensitivity has increased lately, not because you are weak, but because your spiritual senses are alerting you to what is forming behind the scenes. Your body responds to energy before your mind understands it, and the uneasiness you've been feeling is a divine signal that you are being guided away from danger. This guidance is subtle yet powerful, pulling you one step at a time toward safety. Type Amen 0101 to strengthen your inner shield. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the trap will collapse before you reach it, because your destiny is surrounded by forces that do not allow wrongful harm to touch you. Even when people plan with determination, the divine has the power to rearrange the outcome in your favor. Every attempt to create a false accusation against you will dissolve in confusion before it reaches authority. There is someone who has been studying your patterns, analyzing your behavior, and monitoring your reactions, believing they can predict your next move. Their goal is to push you in a moment where emotions rise and clarity fades, hoping your reaction gives them the evidence they desperately need. But they will be shocked when the self-control within you strengthens instead of breaking. You are being lifted into a level where your silence will speak louder than confrontation, because your energy carries a truth that cannot be dismissed. When the moment comes, you will simply step away, and the trap that was meant for you will become the same trap that exposes the ones who built it. Their frustration will grow when they realize you refuse to respond the way they expected. This person who envies you carries a hidden fear that others will soon recognize your value in ways they never received for themselves. That fear pushes them to create chaos, because they believe chaos is the only way they can slow down the blessings moving toward you. But your blessings are protected, and no amount of interference can delay what the divine has already written. Type Amen 1717 to keep your path divinely aligned. You will soon notice behavior shifts around you, because guilt makes people restless, uneasy, and careless with their actions. Their tone will change, their eyes will flicker with avoidance, and their words will become inconsistent because they can no longer keep their lies organized. Every mask they wear will eventually slip, revealing the truth you sensed long before any evidence appeared. Someone around you has already begun to question the plot made against you, because their conscience is not strong enough to carry the weight of deception. This person will become an unexpected witness, exposing the plan without realizing they are protecting you through their nervousness. They will speak or act in a way that reveals the truth without being asked. The divine is orchestrating a chain reaction that will dismantle every false story whispered about you, and each revelation will lead to another until your innocence stands untouched. Your name will be cleared even before the accusation fully forms, because the energy around you does not allow injustice to settle. Those who plotted against you will soon face the consequences of their own actions. My beloved child, you are being guided toward a breakthrough that will restore everything the enemy attempted to steal from you, including your peace, your reputation, and your stability. You are stronger than their jealousy, wiser than their manipulation, and more protected than their schemes. Nothing they create in darkness will survive the light that surrounds your destiny. Type Amen 818 to shield your name from all falsehood. There is a moment approaching when you will feel an unexpected calm, and that calm will be the sign that the divine has stepped into the situation with full authority. Every storm that tried to form around you will lose its power, and every shadow that tried to follow you will fade into nothing. Your spirit will recognize the shift before your eyes witness the result. My beloved child, you have overcome storms far greater than the ones forming now, and those victories have strengthened your spirit for this moment. You are not stepping into danger, you are stepping into revelation. The truth is preparing to stand on your side with undeniable clarity. The people who betrayed you will try to distance themselves when their deception is uncovered, pretending they were never involved, but their actions will betray them. Their words will be traced back to them, and their involvement will become undeniable. The ones who thought you would fall will watch themselves fall instead. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says the protection surrounding you is increasing with every step you take, forming a boundary no enemy can cross. Your spiritual armor is glowing brighter, your discernment is sharpening, and your intuition is guiding your every move. Nothing planned against you will succeed, because everything meant to harm you is turning into a lesson that strengthens you. Type Amen 555 to lock this protection into your path. My beloved child, the path ahead of you is entering a moment where hidden truths will rise faster than the lies created against you. Those who pretended to stand with you will reveal their disloyalty through sudden hesitation, shifting tones, and unexpected distance. Their behavior will expose their intentions long before their words attempt to deny it. You will soon begin to see signs that the divine is rearranging situations around you to protect your spirit from unnecessary harm. People who once approached you easily will suddenly hesitate, sensing a barrier of light they cannot cross without exposing the darkness they hide. Their nervousness is not your burden, it is their fear of being uncovered. Someone around you has realized that the trap set for you is destined to backfire, and this realization has shaken them more than they expected. They did not anticipate that the energy around you would defend you with such force, or that your intuition would awaken so sharply. Their worry is growing, and that worry is the first crack in their plan. My beloved child, you are stepping into a moment of divine interception, where every attempt to pull you into chaos will be stopped before it reaches you. The divine moves silently yet powerfully, preventing your feet from stepping into situations designed to bring you harm. You have been saved from dangers you never even knew existed. Type Amen 3030 to stay aligned with divine timing. The person who envied you so deeply believed they could manipulate the narrative in their favor, imagining they had enough influence to make others believe their half-constructed stories. But lies built on insecurity do not last long, and their own fear will reveal the holes in their plan before anyone else does. Every fragment of their deception is beginning to crumble. There is a moment approaching where something they say will contradict something they said earlier, and that contradiction will spark suspicion among people watching from the sidelines. They will struggle to keep their story consistent, and the pressure will expose their dishonesty. Their downfall will come from the confusion they create with their own words. You are rising into a version of yourself that no longer absorbs the negativity thrown at you, because your spirit has grown stronger, sharper, and more grounded. Your strength intimidates those who have always tried to undermine you, and this intimidation turns into desperate actions. But desperate actions reveal desperate souls. My beloved child, the divine has chosen to highlight the truth through your peace, because your calmness makes their chaos undeniable. You are not meant to respond, because your stillness will make their actions louder than anything you could ever say. Your silence will become a mirror that reflects their intentions clearly. Type Amen 2626 to reinforce your circle of protection. Someone has been secretly hoping you would break under stress, believing that if you lose control, their plan will finally have a foundation to stand on. But your resilience is rising, and each day your spirit becomes more unshakable. Their hope fades because your strength grows stronger. You are walking through a transformation that is shifting the balance of power back into your hands, reclaiming the energy others attempted to steal from you. This shift is divine, and no human interference can interrupt what is being restored to you. Every part of your life that felt heavy will soon feel lighter. Their attempts to create tension around you will soon be reversed, because the divine is redirecting every negative intention back to its source. Those who tried to mislead others about you will become the ones questioned, doubted, and exposed. Their own actions will testify against them. My beloved child, the eyes of the divine are fixed on you, guarding every step you take and guiding you away from every hidden danger. You are being placed under a shield that cannot be broken, no matter how many attempts are made. Your protection is rising beyond the reach of human interference. Type Amen 7007 to seal this layer of divine protection. As you move forward, you will begin to notice that certain people who once appeared confident are now struggling to maintain their composure around you. Their voice may shake, their hands may tremble, their decisions may change abruptly, because guilt creates instability within the heart. Their internal conflict is a sign that justice is awakening. There is someone who once felt bold enough to speak negatively about you, but now feels the weight of fear pressing against their chest. They know their words will eventually return to them, and the consequences will be heavier than they expected. Their conscience is no longer silent, it is restless. The energy around your enemies is becoming chaotic, because the divine has disrupted the flow of their intentions, scattering their plans before they can form. Confusion surrounds them, making it impossible for them to move forward with the clarity they thought they had. Their confidence is fading into uncertainty. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says your enemies are losing power because they never understood the magnitude of the protection that stands with you. Your spirit is shielded, your path is guarded, and your destiny is rising beyond their influence. They will soon realize they can no longer interfere. Type Amen 1441 for the victory written over your life. You will soon witness a moment where someone who doubted you will stand in silent regret, realizing they believed lies that were never rooted in truth. Their judgment of you was shaped by the words of someone who envied your strength. Now they will see your character clearly and their silence will speak volumes. The divine is preparing a revelation that will expose the real source of the drama, and once the truth is out, your innocence will shine effortlessly. The people who tried to hide their involvement will no longer be able to run from their actions. What was done in shadows will be unveiled in perfect timing. My beloved child, you are reaching a point where the divine will lift you out of the environment of deception and into a place where peace flows without interruption. You will no longer have to defend your character, because your life itself will testify for you. Everything that was used against you will turn into a stepping stone leading you upward. Type Amen 9090 to keep your spirit strengthened.